Godzilla vs. Kong, the brand new film set in the Monsterverse, and it's pretty much it's Avengers, it's Justice League, the film that was leading up that the previous films were leading up to, which was Godzilla, Kong Skull Island, and Godzilla King of the Monsters. And I wasn't really looking forward to this film just because from the previous films, only one I kind of had some enjoyment with, which was Skull Island. The two Godzillas, I was thought the first one was boring, uninteresting, and then the second one was just like all the things that you should not do was in this movie, in that movie. So I wasn't really looking forward to it. So, but I walked in, have an open mind. You never know. This one might be the one. You know. And I will say this movie is the best out of the bunch. And there's the criticisms that has carried on with this series. That has carried on out through it. But it is focused more on the title characters. The story is driven by it. You get a little bit of like a bit of 50-50 with Godzilla, King Kong, Godzilla and Kong, and then half with the human characters and all that. So there's a good balancing act and all that, and you get a level of emotion and these animals are definitely Kong, because this film is basically a Kong movie. Like the title should be swapped around, because it is essentially about, okay, Godzilla has gone rogue and the humans are letting Kong to actually go and fight him, and so figuring out why is Godzilla killing everyone, spoiling cities and being the bad guy here, and so essentially he's the main character, and you have a sense of emotion, you have a sense of this character, the CGI 8 foot, 20 feet monster, giant ape has a level of emotion, has a sense of history, the relationship that he has with this child, and this kind of friendship that they have. It's very strong. It's very well. You feel the friendship with it, all that. But, and by the way, when the action hits, it hits. I won't lie. The first, it's in the trailer. The boat fight. I was expecting a little bit more. That's what I like. I was like, really? That's it? And then when you hit the main, it's like his appetizer. Here's the main event. You're like, okay, here we go. But when it hits, it's really satisfying. For the first time ever, I can see what the hell is going on. Like, seriously, one of the criticisms that I had with King of the Monsters was like the camera was. I was like, this is computer generated. Like, I don't understand this. That the camera was so close up that I didn't know what was going on. I get it, you want to see the size, and you want to be like like a documentarian, and like it's us seeing this fight, the fight. But I was like, guys, just focus on the monsters and like just like a fight like it was a normal fight. Just the city is the bait, the ground of it. Now, talking about one of the criticisms that has come across of it and does include here is that the human characters are weak. And you get it. This is a film that, like, the human characters are kind of have to be there. As I said before, like, they're meant to be us and us witnessing this whole thing and this whole story. But two is the human characters are there to be basically explainer bots, to tell us what is going on. Which, here's the thing. If someone say, hey, you're making a Godzilla vs. Kong movie, what would you do? I'll be like, cut the human characters out and just make it just like Lion King and Jungle Book and those type of movies and have the emotion and the movement, let the emotion and the movement of the characters of the main two characters actually be driving across the story. But I'm saying so. They had to explain. Now, even though I'm like, well, duh. but there might be just that whole thing. Like, in case you don't get what's going on, like, you may need a little bit more explaining of it. But yeah, the human characters, I mean, they're better. They're better. Even, like, characters who were in, like, King of the Monsters, like, Billy Bobby Brown's character, who was just like, oh, for fuck's sake, shut. Like, I just found her character so annoying. And in this, she's tolerable. She is, you know, it's one of those things, like, annoying character in this movie, but not annoying in that movie. It's great. It's the same character. Oh my god, how is it the same character? But yeah, the weird thing is, it is a viewing a movie that is not meant to be Shakespeare. It's all about, if you walk out, were you entertained? And it's, yes, I was entertained. The doomsday thing, I don't want to spoil it in case people don't know about certain things, even from marketing or all that kind of stuff. The doomsday situation, that's great. And the setup of it is really well put together. But yeah, I mean, it's Godzilla vs. Kong. For people, this might be the first movie they'll see back in theaters. And it's not a bad one to go out or start off. If you just want just big bam boom explosions, that's kind of what it is. But it's a good, it's good. It's enjoyable, entertaining, and that's what essentially what this movie is essentially trying to be, and it succeeds.